2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. It's a pivotal day coming up for this player on the team. I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have Rich Beam alongside me. And Rich, what do you think of their chances?
Well, I tell you what, they've gotten a lot out of their game up to this point in time. They're either going to have to get more out of it, but if they continue playing the way they are and the short game fails them, let's face it, they're going to go tumbling down the leaderboard.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. Playing from around 210 yards here.
They've decided to club up.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. What's in front of them, Henny?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
It was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. An opportunity for a birdie here. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an underpass score.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
We have a par 4 on this one.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. And tidy looking shot, that one. Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Tee shot is looking good here. This one is right down the pipe. That was special.
full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Yep, tracking well.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. He's currently tied for 14th. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Looking good. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
That might be one club too many. Tell you what, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Here we are at the 6th hole.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
He finds himself in a share of 8th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
An important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5.
Looking good.
Oh, well played. I will take that. Also into the top 5 now. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. That was wonderfully done. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Looking good so far.
And that's 8 birdies today. Trailing by 4 strokes. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
That's not what they were looking for.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Great touch.
And this one is for his par. Don't mind the look of this. Now 4 back after that hole. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Judging it beautifully.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Good putt that. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, well hold for eagle. To the top 5 he goes. He's currently tied for 3rd. Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Just one off the lead after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Lovely effort that. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Oh, that was pure. And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
This is on a great line.
Oh, how about that one?
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Oh, Rich, that's the special stuff. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And let's have another look at that one.
Now look how they attacked this one.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is their look at birdie.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now leading by 1 shot. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. This looks good. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And after that hole, leading Matt Kuchar by a couple of shots. Now at the 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
It's looking solid.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. It's time to tee off on the 18th hole.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And with that putt,